If there's one thing that I've been saying for all my life would kind of make me hate my life for a long time is the fact that Steven Spielberg was 29 when he did this movie. The movie I want to talk about today is a movie from 1975, the first ever blockbuster. That's what it's been referred to, the first ever blockbuster in cinematic history, and one of the greatest horrors done by a then 29-year-old Steven Spielberg. The movie is called Jaws. You know, the movie that goes, dun dun like, I'm digressing a lot. It blows my mind how John Williams managed to make one of the scariest scores ever with just two keys. Like da 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 da. That blows my mind. This is a movie that follows this town called Amityville. I think that's what the town is called. And this town is basically met with this disaster where there's a killer shark that is terrorizing people in the ocean. But the thing is about this movie is that you might go into this movie thinking, a movie about a shark? How scary can that be? You're not there for the shark. You are there for the evils of capitalism. And it blows my mind how in 1975, Steven Spielberg managed to make a great movie up that shows that like there is a monster, but the real monster in this movie is greed. The real monster in this movie is people who think about money before anything, people who will prioritize revenue, people who will prioritize being rich over protecting the lives of others. This is a movie that has a cast of people who are not shy from the filmography of Steven Spielberg. I'm talking Richard Dreyfuss, the fucking racist, and also it's not Paul Schrader. It's another name, but I know his last name is Schrader. I think he's the guy from French Connection whose name I am forgetting, and I feel like shit over the fact that I forgot his name. But also, the movie also stars Robert Shaw, who has played a villain in many movies that I've watched. Movies such as A Man for All Seasons and this other movie called The Sting, which I will talk about one day. But this movie basically follow this town that is being terrorized by this shark. But the thing is, there's a mayor who is like, you know what? I don't care if there's a shark. These beaches need to fucking open because there is money to be made with tourism. So think about like if think about Cape Town, and the housing crisis was a shark. And then we have the Cape Town mayor who sees no problem with the fact that him progressing with his plan of what he's trying to do is going to fuck up the lives of a lot of people, but he doesn't care about that because he cares about money. So the housing crisis in Cape Town is the shark, and the Cape Town mayor is the Amityville mayor, who is insisting that beaches be open, even though there is a wild shark on the loose. That is the big takeaway that you should get from the movie. Obviously, the movie finishes, like I think the last 30 minutes, with these people coming together and trying to plan on how to kill the shark because it seems like that's the only thing they can do. My favorite thing about this movie is that, like, this is a great example of what my friend has taught me, a term called guerrilla filmmaking, whereby during production things will go wrong and you have to improvise in that moment. For example, the big thing you will know about Jaws and you will read about it is that the animatronic shark that they were using for the film, first of all, that animatronic shark looks horrible. It's the fakest looking shark ever. Like in the few scenes where you see the shark in the movie, you can tell that like, what the hell? Why does it look like that? But the other thing is that like that animatronic shark kept on breaking down during production. It kept on breaking down. So Spielberg had to be like, okay, I have to find a way to make this movie very scary without showing too much of the shark. So I have to use tone, I have to use mood, I have to use good cinematography, I have to use good editing. I have to rely on John Williams to put together that score in those scary moments. Like some of the scariest moments that happen in this movie don't happen because you see the shark. They happen because of everything else that you see. Whether you see what the shark has done, the damage that is done, whether you see probably the most horrific scene in movie history. I'm not going to tell you what happens in that scene, but there is a scene that'll make you go, whoa! Because the movie really does take it there to show how serious it is when it comes to the shit that this town is facing. Guys, if you've never watched Jaws, I'm telling you right now, this is something you don't want to miss out on. It's from 1975. I'm pretty sure you can watch it anywhere. At this point, like, I don't think you need to go to the Criterion Closet. I think you can even go to fucking YouTube and you can find it if you look hard enough. So yeah, give it a watch, guys. And as always, thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a lovely day. Sure.